Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. I'm a little under the weather today, so I wanted to do a casual video where I show off another Steam Next Fest demo that I've been enjoying. Armatus. It's a third-person roguelike shooter that's set in a post-rapture Paris swarming with demons. We play as the warrior, basically a mecha paladin with guns, and we gotta blast our way through hordes of enemies to reach our goal.
You've been in my head, haven't you? You already know what I saw that day. 7 years ago, when the veil tore open and the worthy were claimed. Can you still hear their screams? Rattling our cathedral walls, like little melodies for the left behind. What are you, really? Why have you come? No, not the right questions. Nerali says that anything can be found by the fire of faith. But what if the thing we're looking for isn't just lost? What if it's gone?
Also, a minor content warning for this game. There are demons, gross things, scary iconography, so be prepared.
For millennia, our sacred institution, the Armatus, has protected this mortal plane from threats of a cosmic kind. But here, at the end of the world, we must fight for ourselves. To escape the apocalypse and to prove worthy of an audience with God. In our right hand, a warrior from an unknown realm, clad in the armor of our people. In our hearts, faith ever incandescent despite the encroaching dark. With these tools, we will forge a path through a Paris long decayed, and we will reach the Sunless Gate. And there, in his glory, our king will welcome us home.
It's our mecha paladin. I am such a sucker for paladin type characters. It's just one of my favorite things. I love the armor, I love the full helms, I love the idea of a righteous crusade.
To death. Then, again and again, through dreams unending, to an undying sphere and the celestial shores.
Nice thing about demons, you can have a divine crusade
Today,
against them without...
For our immortal souls, we fight.
Moral quandaries which plague the real world. That's why video games are fun.
Samina, on comms. This is it, warrior. I know it's been a while since your last run, so I'll remind you of the basics as we go, but go we must. Finally. To the gate. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so we got a basic set of controls. We have a dash, it makes us invulnerable. We can shoot our alt fire, a little grenade, we have a scythe, we have a gun. We get little bonuses from these guys. Firearm. We're gonna go kill a lot of demons. So this is my favorite part of this. Beyond everything else is you're totally safe, nothing happens, it's entirely quiet. And when you cross these barriers, suddenly action. Demons start spawning, you get run at. Hey buddy. And then when they're all dead, you're again totally safe. Nothing can hurt me once I get that Demon's Limited to pop up, and I can wander around. There isn't actually much to find in my explorations. You get those occasional mini buffs, but they're not a big deal and they're pretty easy to spot. You go through this one, and suddenly we're in it again. And we get a decent variety of enemies. We get sector complete, and again, totally safe. And that's just really nice, because it lets you have periods of high action and then getting to rest and relax.
This place. We're not sure how it came to be. An old Armatus cathedral, caught in the undoing of the world, cast into the void. The hands of purgatory have chosen here to make their offerings.
Like, isn't this so creepy? Stone Hue or Meteor Slam? I want Meteor Slam. I like to be able to jump in the air. It's fun. Yeah, the game is saying everything's new because this is a fresh save, but I have played like 15 hours of this. Hey, we can upgrade our primary and alt fire. We can give ourselves passives. Yeah, we can upgrade our glyphs. I love the art style of this. I love demolished religious iconography. I love post-apocalyptic stuff. I love classic storylines. I don't need things to be complicated. But this game has a lot of very basic core mechanics. You have your choosing paths, you have your roguelite upgrades. The special thing is, I don't know, the simplicity and the vibe. Don't grab this game if you want something entirely unique and special. That's not what it's trying to do. I missed! My ground slam isn't going to help me much here. On account of them being airborne. But we can apply gun. The story, I think, is based on like a corrupted version of Bible storytelling in Dogma, with liberal creative design choices. Money!
Remnants of a soul. I know you need it to fuel yourself, warrior. Steal it back from the demons whenever you can.
And every area, we get 1 or 2 fights, then we come back here, and we get to take something from the hands. Impact zone pulls enemies in. Sure, we'll pull enemies in. I have 2 AoE abilities for my melee and my grenade. Augments make our armor better. Woo! Augments are pretty good. I like them. But yeah, you get a choice between 1 and 3 doors. How much of this will stay in the full game, I have no idea. Sometimes demos keep a lot, sometimes they get rid of a lot. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna use that one. Right now, it's a pretty simple. You enter, you kill, you move on. But I'm probably gonna say this a lot because I'm a little bit out of it. But I enjoy the simplicity. There's something nice about a story that's just what it is, nothing more, nothing less. There we go. So far, in my experience, this game has a decent enemy variety for a demo, and... Ooh.
These streets. You've been down them many times before, always pushing further on our behalf. But this time it's different. Now we know there's an end.
So next upgrade. More shield. Shield is like health that regenerates faster. Health doesn't regenerate, you have to heal yourself. We can get money from doors and heal ourselves. I don't care about healing. I want money. It's always weird getting story in demos because, like, how much of it's going to stay is always unclear, and, like, I'm gonna get pieces of this story, but I'm not gonna know everything because I'm only playing a demo, I'm not playing a full version. And so, like, how much of what I learned doesn't make sense out of the rest of the context? Like, why do we know that there's an end this time? Who knows? I'm enjoying killing demons at a high pace. Whoop! That's cool. Normally it's pretty seamless.
I still remember it. The vanishing.
Here we go.
It wasn't just a rapture, it was an undoing. This mortal plane was twisted inside out. Reality came apart at the seams.
So sometimes we get like an elite area where there's some bonus to the enemies in exchange for us getting a better reward. So this one they're going to regenerate.
From the hands. Your favorite warrior.
I don't think it would be too big a deal. The regeneration doesn't seem that high. Does it pull you guys in? Oh, it does! Okay, I have been underestimating the value of the pull. If it knocks the flyers out, guys. As I've said, I've played a decent amount, like 15 hours, is what Steam tells me, but I haven't tried all the different combinations. Like a lot of this style of roguelikes, every run is basically the same. You're a dude with a gun and abilities killing enemies, and they're also all entirely different because you always have a slightly different abilities or setup. And so you get your classic combo of, if you like the core gameplay, every run is the core gameplay. You're a dude with a gun firing it, you have abilities. But if you want a little bit of variety, each time you get slightly different things. How you play with a gravity well slam versus something else. Blade Master, this thing is broken. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 3 choices. I want this. Hopefully we'll meet some of the more late game enemies pretty soon. We've gotten a lot of flyers this time. Okay. That was pretty effective. An important note in the top right, I don't know what the purple stuff is. Blue is in-run currency, and then red is like a meta currency. I don't believe we'll see any on this run, because I'm pretty sure that's exclusive to runs... Oh god, I'm stuck. The meta currency, I'm pretty sure, is exclusive to runs that are not your first run.
When the Huns tore in reality, the demons found one through, hungry for the souls that heaven left behind. They spread like a virus, replacing our world with their own.
See, and that's stuff that I'm a sucker for. Like, what do you mean, consuming the souls that heaven left behind? More range. Like, I don't know. I'm such a sucker for just, like, any sort of corrupted belief system, divinity, storyline I love, and so, like, the rapture being maybe not a great thing, and demons coming in the holes that heaven left behind, like, that's so cool. Especially even if, like, it's not super clear. I don't think the rapture was great for the people who got taken, but I don't know, the idea of, like, even if it is, like, what happens to the rest of us, you know, the ones that don't make it, I find that to be desperately interesting. Hey, okay, those things are the worst enemies, not these guys, the weird arachnid-looking guys are the nastiest enemies in, like, any game ever. I hate them so much. They're awesome. But they have this nasty habit of jumping up on walls. And shooting these huge AoE gunks at you. And they make terrible sounds. I love them. Like a lot of demos, this game has some pretty rough balance things in it. There are plenty of abilities that are very much not created equal. Just like the nature of a demo like this. The melee attack is incredibly powerful. But you can see once my shield runs out, I start taking health damage.
All the souls they stole from their human prey that they feasted on.
I don't regenerate that, I only regenerate my shield. And you get a little bit of a time slow when your shield gets popped. Haha, that seems cool. So we go 1, 2. Yeah, that's gonna be broken. We'll go to an outpost to show off a shop. They're a classic shop type thing. Ooh, so this is one where we break that, and then we have to fight waves of enemies. Instead of having a bunch of different rooms, we get one pretty scary room. Woo! There are 4 guns in this game. We're currently using the assault rifle. There is also an SMG, which has faster firing rate, but shorter range, and less accuracy. There is a semi-auto shotgun. Oh boy. That does a lot of damage close up, but doesn't have consistent firing, and there's a semi-auto marksman rifle. Yeah, that melee thing is very powerful. You can see the melee has a cooldown, so I can't just spam it constantly. But it's not a very long cooldown, so it's not a huge issue. The various guns have different things they're better or worse at. I personally like the assault rifle more than anything else. But that's not a lot from me. I will use an assault rifle in basically any FPS you give me, or third person, any shooter. I like assault rifles. They're my joy. I'm bad at aiming, so they're good. Ooh, shop time. Okay. First shot of your magazine, grenade launcher, meteor slam, melee damage. Let's buy this. Buy this. Let's buy this. And let's go fight. There's only one boss implemented right now. I love its design. It's got very Souls-like boss vibes. You have to match the cadence and strike when it's weak.
One more hurdle to clear.
You can see its faceplate is basically immune. And then it smashes to the wall.
Fury warrior. It will lash out at anything. It wants to make us feel its pain.
Yeah, very creepy. But it claws, it dashes, and then it does this charge. The meteor slam. Ooh! Yeah, that makes these pillars. They summon friends. The friends are unfriendly. I don't know if I care. All enemies have like a weak point on them. His is that like on his back. Another friend. Ow! See if we can show off breaking pillars. Yeah! Oh, that is so inefficient. These guys can be a pain, so I'm gonna try and kill them. Woo! Oh, they do summon more than one. I will spend some time cleaning up the ads. One of the weird things that I experience in games like these is that very, very quickly, my brain processes how the boss attacks work and how the boss progresses. And so because there's only one boss, I have like a routine I do to kill it. Because at this point, like, I know what its attacks are and when's the best time to strike it, when I have to run away. That is a talent of mine I pride myself on, so it's always fun when I get to play a game where I get to utilize that. But yeah, the rest of this is just going to be keeping the pillars contained, keeping the ads contained, and not getting hit by the giant charge attack that does a tremendous amount of damage. As long as I do that, I should be okay. Oh yeah, you get really slowed. Oh, can you not dash? Oh. I'm learning new things. I don't normally leave the pillars up this long. Okay, the pillars are kind of scary. So they're very important for me. This run has a pretty low DPS build. I didn't get a lot of stuff that makes me do more damage, which I think is in part because the first run is shorter. So then you get to do a fun cutscene though. Wow!
It's on its last gasp, warrior!
They've still got some kinks to work out with the dialogue. I also like using my melee attack to movement tech, even though, as I talked about at the start, like, nothing can hurt me here. But, like, look at this. We're in this big destroyed cathedral, and then we go under the cathedral into a hellish area. And, like, it's on the nose writing, but, again, I'm a sucker for it. It's good. It's just a fun, simple little roguelike. I'm excited to see what they do with it when it comes to fruition. But yeah, thanks for joining me in the bog. Have a good one, y'all.